The school hadn't had a female teacher in 8 years, but today, 2 female teachers arrived. One of them had a great figure, which made the principal very pleased. However, the head of the school was a bit worried, because this school was full of troublemakers. Seeing their outfits, the head suggested they wear comfortable sportswear and recommended they work together in groups. But the 2 women didn't listen. They each went to their assigned classes. The students were excited when they heard a female teacher was coming, but when the woman opened the door, they were all stunned. She looked nothing like they had imagined. What the students didn't know was that this female teacher was actually the daughter of the largest Yakuza family in Japan. She didn't care about any of the students' provocations. At that moment, a student suddenly jumped out to scare her. The woman paused for a moment, then thought, "I'm a teacher now, I have to act." Her actions made the students burst into laughter, thinking she was just a slow-witted fool. At that moment, the leader of the class finally appeared. This boy was the most influential person in the class. At first, he didn't care about the plain-looking female teacher, but when one of the students tried to attack her with a marble, she quickly grabbed his hand and caught him. This move immediately caught the leader's attention. Although the woman tried to hide her skills and acted weak, the boy was sure this new teacher was not ordinary. Finally, the school bell rang, signaling the end of the day. The woman's dog came to pick her up. To his surprise, the dog overheard the boy's thoughts about her. When she returned home, the fierce and intimidating people in her Yakuza family respected her. When they learned the students didn't respect her, they were furious and even wanted to warn the kids. At that moment, an elderly man appeared. He was the leader of the family and the woman's grandfather. Due to his poor health, she was now acting as the family's leader. She didn't mind this heavy responsibility, as she wanted to be a good teacher while handling family business. The next day, when she arrived at school, she saw the students standing in the hallway, staring blankly. She tried to ask what had happened, but they didn't speak. When class ended, she learned from another teacher that a troublemaker who had been expelled had returned to stir up trouble. Anyone who didn't comply would get a beating. This reminded her of something, and she immediately ran to check. Sure enough, she found a student surrounded by a group of bullies. She pretended to be carrying something as she walked by, but was suddenly grabbed from behind. The man was knocked unconscious, but the woman quickly took down the bullies in a few moves. The boy and his friends arrived when they heard about the incident, but when they arrived, they only found one student and a few bullies lying in the alley.